today we're going to talk about a business plan. And when we talk about a business plan is a written statement about the objective of a business, how it want to achieve it, the opportunities it has, the opportunities that are available in the market, and how it's going to be able to, explore them. That is what a business plan is. So I'm going to read further anyway. A business plan is a written statement about the business, including its objective, what the aims of the business is, or the aims of the business are, strategies in areas such as marketing, production, ownership, finance, and identifying the opportunities. So the business plan allows a business to be able to strategize on how it's going to be able to achieve its objective, and that is simply what a business plan is. Without making a plan, it might be difficult for a business to see the end from the beginning. So with a business plan, a manager will be able to, or the owner of the business will be able to, write the prospects, the future about its business and how it wants it to look like in the future. So with a business plan, that allows it to be written. Without a written document or without a written statement about how you want to achieve your success or your goals, it might not be reached, the goals might not be achievable. And that is why business plan is important. So what are the key functions of a business plan? Number one, to obtain finance. What is finance? Finance is a disbursement of funds from the surplus unit to the deficit unit. So as a business might need finance. And who are those that would provide finance or funds for a business? Investors, financial institutions. Investors would want to see a concrete plan. They want to see how the business is planning to return their investment in terms of profit. How the business is planning to achieve that profit. Because any investor would want a return on its investment. So without a concrete business plan, it will be difficult for investors to provide funds for a business that needs funds. And also financial institutions, they need to know how you're going to pay back their loans. They need to know how you're going to pay back. And how is it possible to always pay your interest when it is due. So without a financial plan, that might be difficult to ascertain. Two, to measure performance. A business plan can be used to assess the performance of a business in areas such as sales and production. Another reason why we need a business plan is that it allows us to know where we are and where we are heading to know our goals, our process. With a business plan might be okay, yes, the plan is to achieve A, B, C, D. These are the plans. These are the goals that needs to be achieved. With a business plan, you would know where you are. Oh, I've achieved A, I've achieved B. I'm about to achieve C, I'm about to achieve D. So right now, I can assess my performance. I can measure my success, my performance by saying, oh, I'm 50% towards my goal. I'm 50% towards my goal. So with a business plan, it allows you to be able to measure your performance as a business. The third one, to identify problems. With a business plan, to identify problems, a business plan allows a business to know future threats in the market, or probably there might be lack of cash. So with a business plan, you'll be able to know what to do when such situation occurs. Based on the fact that a business plan allows you to analyze your financial budget, your budget, which is a plan on how to spend and a plan on expected income or expected revenue and a plan on expected expenditure. So with a business plan, you might as well forecast if you're going to have cash flow problem in the future or not. And if it happens, what are the plans to put ahead? What are the ways you want to solve such situation? A business plan allows that to happen. So that is why a business plan is important. So if you know, probably in the future we might not have enough cash to pay our workers, we might not have enough cash to pay our creditors, we might as well be able to take a bank overdraft. And what's a bank overdraft? A bank overdraft is a credit facility that allows a bank account holder to be able to withdraw more than its available bank balance. So you'll be able to know if a short-term cash problem will be sorted or will be solved through a bank overdraft. A business plan will allow you as a business to do that. To formulate strategies. Yeah, when it comes to strategies, a plan, there's always a plan, there's an objective to achieve over it. So for you to achieve this objective, you need to strategize. So you, with a business plan, you'll be able to know if you need a short-term goal, or you need to achieve a short-term goal or a long-term goal. If it's going to be a short-term goal, you might be able to use a tactic. But if it's going to be a long-term goal, it means you need a strategy. And what is strategy? A strategy is a plan that allows you to be able to achieve your goal. So without the plan, there won't be strategy. And that's why I said here, to formulate strategies, to come up with plans that will allow you to achieve your goals or objective as a business. So what are the importance of having business plan at different stages of the business? Business have different stages. There's the startup stage, there's the growth stage, there's maturity stage, and there's the renewal and exit stage. But with a business, it is important for a business to make different plans at each stage of the business life cycle. So we're going to start with the startup stage. A startup stage is when the business is, launching its new product or its new service into the market. Yeah, a business plan is essential for launching a new business, as it could serve as a roadmap, helping to set up strategies that will allow the business to conquer the market. With a business plan, especially for a new business, it is essential for a new business that is launching its product or service into the market to draw a plan, because the plan becomes the roadmap that would allow it to conquer the market. Without the business plan, it will be difficult for a new startup business to conquer the market. Note this: any business that is coming up to sell to existing customers, and these existing customers, they have existing businesses that they buy from, because there's no customer in heaven. All the customers are here. So if you are starting up your new business today, you need to steal customers. You need to attract customers from your competitors that are already in existence. So that might be a bit difficult. So it simply means a business needs to come up with a plan to be able to conquer, to convince the market, so that it can have customers to itself. The growth stage. The growth stage is that stage where the business has succeeded and is trying to expand. As the business grows, it is important for it to set a plan that will allow consistency in terms of sustainable growth. There's growth, but it doesn't end with growth, because your growth must be consistent. And for you to have a sustainable growth, it simply means you need to continuously work on your plans. Because if you don't plan ahead, if you don't plan to maintain that consistency, it might be difficult for you to retain your position in the market. So with a business plan, a business that is expanding or growing will be able to maintain its position or even go further than its position in the market. The third one is maturity stage. At maturity stage, that is the stage where a business is established. It has become, it's becoming a household name in the market or in the industry. At that point in time, the business can leverage on that by diversifying. If a business is diversifying, it simply means the business is trying to spread its risk, because as a result of that, it might be able to exploit economies of scale. So during maturity, it is important for a business to come up with plans that would allow it to increase its profitability and stability in the market. And to increase your profitability and stability in the market, you might as well need a business plan, and that might allow you as a business to diversify. That is maturity stage. And the last stage is the renewal or exit stage. For the renewal and exit stage, most of the time it depends on the external factors like political pest analysis, political, economical, social, technological, legal, and environmental. These factors are beyond the control of the business. They might make or mar the existence of the business. Also, when you think about the opportunities and the threats in the market, these things are things that the business needs to find flexibility around them, because if not, the business will not be able to remain relevant. So the stage of renewal and exit, that is the stage where the business will know if it can continue running the business or exit the market. That is what renewal and exit stages. At that stage in time, the business will decide to continue or to leave the market. So this is what a business plan is. And thank you. Watch out for more of my videos in Adebayo Business Tutor. Bye. Cheers.